Part 2.
Part 2.
Because this keeps happening.
Yeah. Man, sorry about that.
It's okay.
So, where were we?
We were talking to Vincent.
Right, and Nyanga and everybody was there.
Yeah.
Right. Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question. Does Randy even know about this little scheme of yours?
No, he doesn't.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
I was
yet.
thinking of bringing it up when I've made the racetrack into Randy Zelley racetrack. Thinking of telling him that after we all, show him.
Okay.
How do you think that Randy is going to react, Belladonna?
I don't know. I think he'd be shocked. Yeah, probably. I'm thinking of having like a plaque with everyone who helps, and anyone who's friends with Randy in there. We're also having like a little museum area of his, of the stuff that he did in his life, of his races, and like little, I don't know, little knickknacks that might have belonged to him at the time. Whatever museums are like, just a small thing.
Right.
I don't know. I hope he likes it.
And you're planning to put all of this together before you tell him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a bad thing? You can tell me. You can tell me. Please, I need your
I think that you should be careful, little one. Randy may hurt you yet.
But like physically?
No, of course not.
Should I tell him now?
You perhaps need his permission for this.
Okay. I'll go. I guess I will. I'll have to do that.
And Chase says, "You want me to come with you?" Couldn't help overhearing.
God. Sure. Just stay there just in case. Okay. Yeah, obfuscate or something.
Okay. Do you want me to catch you? Should he throw you across the room? Nah, he won't do that. I'm only kidding. Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay. Where do we go? Also, Nyanga, do you mind if we leave to go do this?
Sure, of course. You do what you need.
You can stay here, look after Vincent.
With Vincent, yes.
And Zora.
Yes, Zora, have I shown you the kitchens yet? And she takes Zora out and she's showing Zora around the house and basically getting...
Wait, what? We're at the High Priestess.
At the High Priestess, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's the other way around.
I keep going back to Nyanga's house. Right, okay, we're at the High Priestess. Right. Okay. Very well then. So you guys leave with Zora. Then leave Zora here with Nyanga.
Yeah.
I'm with you now. All right.
Oh, Jimmy's there. He'll stay.
Okay. Well, Jimmy and Zora keep themselves distracted as Vincent and Nyanga keep themselves distracted.
Yes.
And off you all go in your directions.
Okay.
What's Mercy been doing?
Well, she was asleep, but she got up at the Tremier's.
Yeah.
And she's gonna look for her kids.
Yeah. Yep.
Make sure Mimi's eating a healthy meal.
Yep.
And if not, she will go to the kitchen and she will make something for them, for both of them. That's healthy.
All right. Very good. Okay.
Yeah, she could probably do that anyway. You know what? She's just gonna go do that. She's gonna find the kitchen and then just make meals for them using like fresh greenery and all that. Just put something together.
You find that the staff at the Chantry House kitchen are very old-fashioned. They look like they've been ghouls for like 100 years. And the way they talk is very old-fashioned, and the way they dress is very old-fashioned, and they have some very strange attitudes.
Have you been outside?
Who are you talking to, me?
Yeah. Do you know what a TV is?
I know what a TV is.
Do you know what a computer is?
Yeah, of course I do.
You sure?
Why are you asking me all these questions, man?
Because you guys are so old-fashioned.
Well, I don't know. Maybe. What are you
I
doing
know.
anyhow? Want something?
Oh, I'm gonna make some food for my little kids.
Oh, you need some help with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah. You can help, but also stay out of the way.
All right. So you make kind of acquaintances with the staff, kitchen staff, and you have access to the refrigerator and the kitchen equipment, and this allows you to make baby food.
I have like Kitty helping out as well. She'll
Okay.
be doing like some chopping because we all love a good knife scene.
Right.
And then we'll have Mimi sitting on the counter, like trying to help me with like stirring and all that.
Okay. All right.
Doing like motherly things.
Do you bake a cake?
We could bake a cake.
Yeah.
Is that what Mimi wants?
She
What
wants-
Mimi wants, she gets because she's been away from me for a bit.
She wants like a birthday cake.
Okay, let's make a birthday cake. Although it's not your birthday.
As far as she's concerned, it is.
Your birthday is Chicago Concordery night.
Right, that night.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, fair, cool. So this goes on. That's what she's doing. Okay.
Make a cake.
She makes a cake.
Should we make one for Jason too? We can make one for Jason, even though he can't eat it.
It's like, yeah, let's
Yeah.
make Jason.
Yeah, make him like a.
She-
Okay, we'll get 2 cakes.
She's like, we should put rocks in it.
Yeah, we should. We can make edible rocks. How about that? Edible rock? Okay, we'll make some like edible rocks. Although everything is inedible for us.
Right.
Yeah. We make this cake that has edible rocks on it.
Mimi can eat the cake, actually.
Oh, of course you can.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we bake all this, I'll try and get in contact with Jason and say, hey, we made you a cake.
All right. He's like, he sends you a message back. Okay.
Where are you?
Lawyering.
You were supposed to help us out with Vimy
I'll be there soon.
at the Tremiers, the chantry.
Okay.
Okay. Send. Yeah.
All right.
Done.
Very
Yep.
well. So you believe he's on his way.
And we keep making this cake and this like healthy meal.
All right. So you're cooking and doing stuff with Mimi. All right. Very cool. Belladonna, where do you go? You're off to go and find Randy. Is that right?
Yep.
With Chase.
Yep.
As to where Randy is, you believe that he's in that place,
Shark
the Shark
Tank?
Tank again. Yeah.
Well, that's where I would have assumed. So that's where I was gonna go.
All right. Okay, so you head off to the Shark Tank.
Yep.
Haven't even turned my
Shark Tank, Shark Tank.
What's wrong with me?
Are we going in your
Ooh.
in the van?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yeah. Hippie van.
Hippie van to the Shark Tank. All right, brum brum brum. You drive to Juliet, and you get to the Shark Tank, and you park up in the parking lot. You see a fight going on in the parking lot, and that calms down
Well, that's good.
as you get there. And you head over to the front, and you go inside, and you find Randy playing pool with Morgan.
Hi, guys.
They nod. Randy's like, "You're back."
Chase waves and sits down.
This is Chase. Chase Morgan.
Pleasure.
Randy, right?
Nice to meet you, she says.
Nice to meet you too.
She has a broad Midwestern accent, which I'm not very good at.
Okay.
There was something I wanted to ask you.
Who are you addressing this to?
To Randy.
To Randy, okay.
And I'll look at Morgan too.
Okay. She's listening and he's listening. He leans across the table. You want to ask me a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to purchase the racetrack.
A racetrack? You're going to buy a racetrack. You're going to get into racing now.
Kind
Really?
of. Kind
You can
of.
hardly ride a horse.
You don't know. I could ride a horse, I'm sure. But anyway, I want to call it the Randy Zelley racetrack.
You see, he kind of
Randy
cringes.
Zelley Speedway.
What? You know that's like a total breach of the Masquerade, right? Like I'm dead.
Well, the thing is, I thought that maybe you could start up again, but as Randy Zelley Jr.
Doing what?
Racing.
Racing who?
Other race drivers.
I already did all that. Come on.
You don't
Quit
want
out
to
of
do that?
that. I got new things going. Come on. I mean, look, sure, I like racing, but you don't need to name a racetrack after me or nothing. I mean, don't you think that's a little bit far?
I know that, like, you were telling me before that you think nobody knows you.
Morgane sits back and she goes, she really likes you, doesn't she, this kid? And she elbows Randy in the ribs. It's like, stop that. It's like, look, Belladonna, this is really sweet of you and everything, okay? I see, I guess, what you're trying to do, maybe, but what are you looking for, Bella? What are you trying to do?
Trying to stop you from all this murder, all this killing.
She looks over at Morgane and they both snigger. Really? Murder and killing, that's what you're concerned about?
Well, also, at the same time, I think that it'll be good for you to stop that and to go into something else that you can focus on, something that you truly are passionate about. And racing is one of those things. I see when you were racing, your eyes lit up. Loved
Yeah,
it.
they did. Then my eyes lit up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
You
what are
don't
we
want to
gonna,
race again?
what are you gonna how am I supposed to go into a racetrack with my fucking name on it? Like, do you see what a kind of a dick move that looks to me? Like, for me? Like, I look like an asshole.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. What would you want to name it?
What would I want to name it?
Yeah, because I want to buy it, and I want to have your say in it.
Okay, well, look, let me think about that for 2 seconds. Out of game, I'm just looking something up. Well. Such little amount of information. God, that's annoying. Do you know that, like, Tyrus, they don't even give you like a original name or anything? There's like, we don't know what his mortal name was, but that's what Randy would give you, would be Tyrus's mortal name. And if you can think of something around that, that would be something I think Randy would go for, big time.
Okay.
Even if it was like the Tyrus racetrack, or somehow referred to him, even if it was
What's his
remotely or
nickname?
abstractly.
Tyrus isn't his nickname though, right? They all
Tyrus,
have nicknames?
everyone just called him Tyrus. He didn't really have another. No one would dare call him anything else. Archon, sir. So yeah.
How do you put that into
Think on that.
the title?
How do you put it on the title? Yeah. Or in memory too, or something. I don't know.
The Tyrus Memorial.
Right, the Tyrus Memorial Racetrack. That actually would work.
Okay,
Perfect.
All right.
I like that. Should we maybe have a like I was gonna have a memorial to you because you deserve one. But what about we could do one to Tyrus if you want. Have a memorial in there.
Yeah, I like that idea. That's cool.
That's very cool.
Okay.
If I could get into, if I could maybe get Loden to relinquish his clothes. You know how he perished?
You want Loden's clothes?
No, not his clothes. Tyrus's clothes.
Morgan makes a kind of childish laugh at that.
That was pretty funny.
It's like the Emperor with his new clothes.
Yeah, well, Tyrus, departed in Loden's presence, so I'm sure Loden still has his jacket and stuff. I'll see if I can get that back.
Right.
I'll see. And then we can hang
Wow.
that up there.
Yeah, that would be cool. Good luck. Otherwise, we could get a replica made.
We can get a replica. Do you have any pictures of him? Surely you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He opens his wallet,
Aw.
takes out some photos.
That's super sweet.
They're all like tourists doing crazy shit. Like,
oh, here's one of him catching a bullet in his mouth.
Yeah, exactly. That's the sort of shit I'm talking about.
It's perfect.
And the kinds of like photographs of wounds before he healed them.
Okay. That's so cool.
It's that sort of stuff. Gross shit like that. Teeth before he put them back in his mouth. That kind of stuff.
You might be breaking the Masquerade a bit, says Chase.
Oh no, it's fine.
Out of context, you don't know what happened. These photographs just show someone that's been shot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. That is true. I stand corrected, or in my case, sit corrected.
Fair enough.
If you have anything of his, let me know. Bring them around at some point, and then we'll, after I've sort of bought the place and put a title on it. Yeah.
What kind of
Then we'll
bike did
put it
Tyrus have, may I ask?
Oh, it was a Harley, of course.
Was a Harley.
Yeah.
No, this is
Chopper.
Chase asking.
It was a chopper.
Yeah, chopper. All right, well.
In fact, that bike is still probably somewhere. There's, the remains of that bike will have been towed somewhere and put somewhere. And
Okay, I will get Jimmy to find out where it is.
all right.
And I will have it restored.
All right. Well,
if it can be.
Jimmy's going to
we'll put it there.
Jimmy's going to come to a roadblock
display.
because he doesn't know. How will Jimmy find out where it is?
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna go try and have a chat to someone close to Prince Loden, or maybe not Prince Loden, because he's scary.
All right. Well, you happen to know that the prince will be in court this evening between 10 o'clock and 2 a.m.
Okay.
It's probably 10 o'clock soon.
Oh.
Otherwise, you can make an appointment with him at Sears Tower.
I'll ask Bobby if I can have a chat to him, because maybe Bobby will be able to help, and if he can't, then I'll go have a chat to Prince Loden himself directly.
Okay.
Right,
so
Chase?
Bobby asks. All right. Bobby asks you if you can meet him in the cafe on the 70th floor of the Sears Tower.
Right, we will head there.
Right.
Saying goodbye to Morgane and to Randy. Bye, guys.
See you guys.
All right. And they wave, and you go. And you are heading where?
We are going to the Sears Tower.
All right.
Yep.
All right, cut to the Sears Tower, 50th floor. You head into the cafe and you look around and you see Bobby Weatherbottom sitting with a laptop and a Bluetooth headpiece over by the window, looking down.
He's not twitchy.
Twitchy.
After drinking Mercy's blood.
Excuse me.
Actually, he is a little twitchy, but you haven't found that out.
Yeah. It's good to see though. Good to see.
Excuse me. Before we get there,
Yeah.
I've got something on my mind.
Okay.
So we should make the race the Tyrus Memorial long distance
Speed track.
night race.
Check. Whatever. Okay. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. We should definitely put it in his honor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
I think that goes without saying. I think
Yes.
Randy. Yeah.
All right.
This would be awesome.
Okay.
I think all the wolf pack will be behind that. That's for sure. Anyway, so we go to Bobby.
Yeah.
All right. So you walk across and you sit down at the table with him, and he looks up at you. Hi.
Hi.
So how can I help you this evening? You looking for more bugs, trackers, shit like that?
No, thank you. I was wondering if you could help us, seeing as you're probably the most easygoing. True.
And true. Okay.
We're after Tyrus's belongings when he died. I was wondering if you could help us, or at least help us get a foot in the door to getting it back.
Well,
up to and including his bike.
You're probably going to have to talk to Prince Loden, to be honest with you. He's not ready to relinquish these things. He likes to keep a handle on any objects or items that belong to anyone he may consider to have been an enemy, so that they can be continually examined in the future if necessary.
Okay, well, thank you.
I could probably get you photographs.
Well, we'll have a chat to Prince Loden.
Very well.
Yeah, we might need that in future, but that's fine. And we will schedule an appointment with Prince Loden. With Low Daddy.
Low Daddy.
Yeah.
The Low Daddy.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what, when Jin was around, that's what I would always tease her, him with.
Low Daddy.
How's Low Daddy?
Right. Because he was a sire.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So the Low Daddy is free in about 45 minutes for about 20 minutes, apparently. And the fact that you're here in the building means that you are able to schedule that appointment. So Bobby sends you up at the appointed time, and you actually get the fastest route through security that you've been through before, as Bobby comes with you.
Oh, okay. I put my garden shears in the box, as usual.
Right.
And then walk in.
Why are you carrying garden shears?
To garden.
It's part of your feeding routine.
Yeah.
Would have been Mercy's, but anyway. So you go through.
Put my gun in the box.
All right. So yeah, they still do security, but they go very quickly.
Yeah.
And they don't fuck you around. You end up in the prince's chambers momentarily, and he watches you come in. Well, this is unexpected, I must admit. I was not expecting to see you again so quickly.
Yeah.
How can I help you? You're lucky I have time right now.
Dear Prince Loden, could you please help us get Archon Tyrus's equipment back?
His effects.
His effects.
Yeah.
I see. Well, unfortunately, at present, they are currently contained for the purposes of investigation. I see that you have applied here because, of course, he is a much beloved gangrel and your clan must be mourning him desperately.
Mm-hmm.
So I should like to make some kind of gesture. What do you think would be a good compromise?
How about you return the bike?
The bike.
And his jacket, and the rest of it you can keep?
I think I can probably go a little further, though.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That would be wonderful.
Yes. Let me look into it, and I'll have these things boxed and packaged and delivered to a place where you want them. Tell me when you're ready, and I will make the arrangements.
I think if you could just deliver them to the High Priestess, that would be wonderful.
The High Priestess, what is that?
Oh, it's my haven and my store.
Oh, I see. You have a shop, a store. How?
Holistic medicine store.
When did you start that, Belladonna? It must be decades since we last spoke of your interests beyond the coterie.
Oh, yeah, it was maybe 15 years ago. It's a while, that's for sure.
Forgive me then, I am not kept up with your current events. And the shop is going well then?
I guess as well as a holistic New Age store can really go.
If you need any kind of financial advice or anything like that, our good friend Mr. Neely will help you, of course, and we have very good loans that we're doing presently for small businesses. So
Okay.
perhaps you might find some interest there or use utility, who knows?
Thank you.
Actually, you know, I would be interested to see this shop of yours.
Well, feel free to pop on in at some point. Tonight's a pretty busy night, so
I will not trouble you, of course.
yeah, I'd love to have you in.
Very well. I look forward to the time. Good night then. You've
Good
finished. There's anything else that you need? Chase.
I look at Chase.
No, no, thank you, my prince.
Oh, and Chase, once again, thank you for your piloting recently. It has been of excellent utility to us.
I'm glad you're happy with it, my prince.
Good night then. I
Thank
must
you.
along to my next engagement. And off you go.
Yep.
March out.
So
Back through
bright.
security. I know you've got great lighting going on there.
It's so
very cool.
freaking look.
Wow.
It's because the sun is in the light of the camera.
What book did you just have in your hand?
Oh, it's my notebook.
Oh, okay. It's not this then.
No, that'd be pretty cool though. No, this is my Mercy book, my Belladonna book, my Sage book. It's in blue.
Wow. Wow. Keeping your notes. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm a freaking weeb.
I'd love to
anyway.
see those in real life one day. That would be cool. You never know. I should make you send them to me so I can mark them and send them back again and mark them in red pen.
No, I probably need another book to go over it again because I feel very, I guess, embarrassed by my writing.
Silly.
Anyway.
Okay. Anyway. So yeah. Okay. So you leave the Sears Tower.
Yep.
Brum brum. Drivey drivey.
We go back. I can't believe we did it. Chase.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
This is amazing. I'll send a text. I'll send a text to Randy saying that we weren't able to get the entirety of his stuff, but we were able to get his bike and his jacket and potentially other things. I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
So we go back, and when we go back, we will mention to Vincent that the plan has changed a fraction. It's now going to be the Tyrus Memorial Speedway,
So
and
this is back at Nyanga's house now.
Oh, at our house,
All
at
right,
the High Priestess. Yeah.
All right. Vincent's there.
Yeah.
Nyanga.
Yes.
Why can't I remember that?
I don't know. It's so easy.
Too much drugs.
Never enough drugs.
Dirty old days. All right. Okay, so you're back at the High Priestess. Vincent's there. You explain the news situation to do with the naming of the event and who it's dedicated to, and the fact that you have now obtained access to some gear, hopefully. Cool.
Now, we just need to make sure that the money's going to the right location.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to purchase this thing.
All right. Well, the purchasing will have to happen during the day, so it won't happen during the night, obviously. And
Julia and Zora could deal with that, I
for
suppose?
sure. Certainly they could. Julia and Zora would be excellent candidates for such activities.
Yeah.
Vincent says to you while he's there, he says, maybe the boys would like to restore the bike. if it's badly damaged.
I'm sure they'd love that. Oh,
Yeah.
Sledge was one that would maintain them. I guess I'm gonna get in contact with them now.
Right.
I go a bit of a distance because I go a bit of a distance. And I call up I'll call up Sledge.
Call up
That sounds
Sledge.
right.
All right.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
might mean more to him.
All right. Sledge. Sledgety sledge. All right.
Sledge.
You get he picks up the phone. This is Charles.
Charles.
Yeah, who's this?
This is Belladonna.
This is Sledge.
I didn't know your name was Charles.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay.
We're gonna get Tyrus's motorcycle back from Prince Loden. I was wondering if you could help look after that. You know, bring it back up to
scratch.
Yeah.
I can do that probably, depending on how bad it's damaged. Otherwise, we're gonna have to replace a lot of parts and fix it from. That might even be a matter of getting a new body and restoring that. Who knows?
Yeah. We're gonna display it in the Tyrus Memorial Speedway.
Tyrus Memorial Speedway? You hear some chatter in the background. Suddenly the phone gets pulled off. You hear Jackie's voice. Hey, who's this? Is that you, Bella?
Yes, Belladonna.
What did you just tell him?
I'm buying the Speedway and we're renaming it the Tyrus Memorial Speedway.
What the fuck? That's awesome.
I'm glad you think so.
Great idea.
You'll have to thank Randy for that one.
Randy came up with that. Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. Damn. He's actually got a brain cell.
Yeah.
The Vincent and Chase are trying to signal you.
Yeah?
Tell them if they... Would you let me speak, please, Chase?
Why are you both speaking? Okay.
Tell them if they need some support money-wise for the restoring of the bike, just put it on my bill.
Okay, either Chase or Vincent are stepping up to pay for the bill of the restoration of Tyrus's bike.
Don't worry, it's not gonna be too much. Wouldn't be more than $100,000. These bikes
won't be more than $100,000. He's saying it like it's not anything.
Pocket change. I've got that money in my pocket right now.
Damn. Okay. Well, what does everyone think of it? Does Antheus?
Great idea.
Cool?
Antheus takes the phone.
And, hi.
Because he's not there, is he? No, it's still on the
phone.
Know.
Yeah.
He might be back by now because we went to see the prince. We came back here. Could be back by now.
Yeah. Antheus. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think you got something there. I think that what you're going to find, Belladonna, is that there's going to be a lot of gangrel, and other people like bikers from all over the country are going to want to come to that.
Awesome.
You don't know.
That's good.
Archon Tyrus is a big following in the USA and even in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
You could be in for. You want to watch out. There could be a lot of people.
Okay. I'll try and make a place that they can go. A big place for them.
Well, you know, it's a big event. You're going to want to consider things like parking and, the number of people around and shit like that, security. And you could probably make deals with hotels.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to put this on speaker now.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Vincent will get on the phone and tell Phoenix that everything has changed. They're supporting a different thing. He thinks he doesn't know what she's doing, but whatever he will keep him in touch with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it could be ultimately the Tyrus Memorial race, sponsored by Archon Corporation.
Yeah. Yep, very much so.
All right.
Wow. This is gonna be sweet.
All right. Well, there you go. So you come back with your first sponsor. It's Oracle Corporation, out of game. Happens to belong to Ivanovich, but that's not important.
Yeah.
And yeah, how much money do you negotiate for this race?
How much money? How much money is viable?
How much money is viable?
Yes.
Well, what are you promising to return?
Yeah. What are we getting in return for it?
No. What are you promising in return for it?
So they're talking to.
If Oracle was to give you, say, for example, another $100 million.
Opus.
Sorry, Opus. Forgive me, Opus. You're quite right.
Yeah.
Work. Opus International. If they were to give you, I don't know, 20 million, that sounds reasonable for a race.
Yes.
What do they get back out of it? Besides having their name all over it, but you see, if you, for example, were to go out and get yourself a bunch of,
they get filming rights as well.
Well, they don't.
Publicity.
They don't want the filming rights. They want to know that the filming rights. That they want to know that Fox and CNN are covering this. They don't care about having their own filming rights. They want distribution. They want to make sure that you have distribution deals with big TV stations.
We'll give them distribution rights.
Well, you've got to negotiate those.
Okay.
Oracle or what do you want to call it? Opus. Yeah.
International. Yeah.
They could try and distribute this thing for you. I mean, if you wanted to, but that would be another level of negotiation and fees, and they would own more of this race.
Okay. There's more. It's more Phoenix's field than mine.
Right.
So I'll send them to him to talk negotiation and stuff, and what you get out of it.
We gotta have a cup too.
Yeah.
Big ass cup.
What you're really missing, one of the biggest things you're missing right now is a route, or should I say a route. And actually, you know what? Here's a suggestion. I don't know who would make this suggestion, but someone reasonably savvy. Route 66 goes from Chicago to LA.
And it's a famous route too.
And it's a famous route, and it's 66 like 666, which kind of sounds like vampires.
It's so vampires.
Yeah.
Number the beast.
And thousands of movies have been made about Route 66.
It's a very clear route. It's well maintained, and it goes to, from one big city to another.
Yep.
All across, way across the country. One of the longest roads. And
that's perfect.
That's perfect. Maybe I should tell Randy about this race. He's gonna want to know. Right. I didn't tell him about the race. I told him about the speedway.
Right.
I gotta tell him.
But this race can be the opening of the speedway, if you know what I mean. The main opening of the speedway, and we can start it off with the major race starting at the track and going on Route 66.
Okay, that could really work.
So you could do awesome. You could do like a lap in the speedway or a couple of laps.
Yeah, a couple of laps in the speedway, and then
open out and off into the streets.
Yeah.
Right. And you're going to close the streets down in sections from one town to the next.
Yeah.
It'll have to be all during nighttime though, right?
Right. How are you going to justify that?
Well, easy. You have checkpoints, and at those checkpoints you have like hotels where they can stay at.
No. How do you justify having a race at nighttime?
Because
why would you have a race at nighttime? Like, it makes it more difficult to film it. It makes it more difficult to organize
because it makes it more clear.
It's less safe.
During the day, people can use it because people are going to use roads during the day, right? But during night, it's a lot clearer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the reason.
That's a good argument. I like that argument. Okay. All right. So
and it has never been done at night. A full race has never been done only at night.
Wow, this sounds like so much fun.
Okay, Julia is hitting roadblocks with the basically the LA County District Council, who don't want to hand out. Basically, they've got like date clashes with a movie set.
Right. We might have to get the LA vampires on that. Work with them. Maybe they can handle it.
You might have to make a trip to LA.
Chase knows some people in LA from his days there.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, I can go and talk to him, make a deal.
Well, the people that you know in LA, given that it's an anarch-free state, and they were mostly drug dealers and gangsters, don't have a lot to do with the jurisdiction of driving, shutting down roads and things. They tend to just drive on those roads anyway and then ram all the cars off if they feel like it.
Yeah.
They don't care much about the rules so much. So you don't know anyone who can help in this situation.
Well, what about going after the movie guys? Maybe we could contact them and see if they can reschedule.
Well, there's a company. They're called Foxlight Pictures, and they're producing a movie called name of movie quickly to be divined, called All That Is Righteous. Is the name of the movie they're shooting, and it's got I don't know, Lawrence Fishburne is in it.
Do they need race? Does it have racing scenes in it?
Does it have racing
scenes? Too fast, too righteous.
Too Does it have racing scenes in it? Yeah, it does, and that's part of the reason why they're closing down the streets for this during those dates.
Could they close down the streets while we're going through, and could we help them with making it look more like a racing thing?
Well, your people come back to you and tell you that you could make an appointment to go and talk to them.
All right.
The producer's name is Gary. Let's see. I'll come back to you with a name. I will come back to you with that. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So, what do you want to make a trip to LA then?
Yes.
You're going to fly by chopper?
Yes.
Long flight to LA, but I suppose you could fly to LA from Chicago.
I could bunny hop. Yeah, there's
no reason you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's just a question of time. It'd be faster than driving.
Yeah.
Or train, but you could fly by plane faster, to be fair, but less control over what you do and how you go about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you the helicopter? How are you going to set it up? What are you taking with you, and who's going?
Ooh.
I can't go, Chase.
Why not?
Because if I leave, that's one less gangrel here. You never know. I'm hardcore gangrel. I'm gonna be here with my family. If anything happens, then I'll be here. But someone's gotta go to LA.
Okay.
I believe it's you.
It's got to be me then. Okay. All right. Our pilot will come with me.
Okay.
Yep. And we'll make it so that if worst comes to worst, I can sleep at the back.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. So you're flying to LA. That's going to take 2 days.
Yeah.
We're going to skip some time.
Well, Chase is going to skip some time. Your other character, however, might not have to skip time, depending on what you can do.
Well, we'll put bells on the warpath of purchasing this place and trying to do it up and stuff. Right. That's her thing.
All right. So,
but Mercy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was waiting for Jason to come over.
Right. Jason comes over. Right. Okay. So finally, Jason comes over and he finds you in the kitchen.
How did you get in here? Who let you in?
I asked around and I was shown in.
We made you a cake. Off you go, Mimi. Go and show him.
Oh, that's so cute. It's
I
down next to her,
know.
and she smears cake on him.
Well, you can't eat it. This is
She
the
can
best thing
eat
you
it.
can do.
He smears it back on her, and they start smearing cake on each other. He's like, "You brought me here for this."
I'm gonna throw some at Kitty.
All right. So she packs a sad. In fact, you know what she does?
Oh.
She throws a knife at you into the wall next to you.
Wow.
She glares at you like,
Come here. Come here.
she comes over.
I'm so proud of you. That was a beautiful throw. Honestly, the next, if that was a bad guy, that guy would be dead. And I'm so proud of
She
you.
goes, "It was warning."
Well, here's I'll pour some blood onto a bit of cake for her. And then give her the cake to eat.
She laps it up.
And some for Mimi too. Here you go.
Right, so she has some
Sweetheart.
cake. Oh.
And I'll throw some at Jason.
Jason's like, I have to return some videotapes.
Hey, hold on. Thank you for helping me with Mimi and
Doing my best, sister.
You know what? I just need you to know that you look perfect with cake on you. Absolutely perfect.
He takes some cake off himself and walks over to you and put it on your nose. There.
Do I look perfect?
Perfect. What you need is a cherry on top. Now you need a shower, and so do I.
I agree.
They must have showers in this goddamn facility somewhere.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find one, eh?
Yeah, you guys figure it out. Okay. Meanwhile, Chase is flying to LA, so that's fine. Peter
is
eating pumpkins like a pumpkin eater.
he is actually taking the night off.
What? He's been given direct instructions by Khalid.
Yes, I know, to
And
become a
he's like,
member
go
of that.
fuck yourself.
I basically, he's in the middle of thing, he's trying to figure out how he's going to go about doing what he's going to do, because this is all going to get pretty complicated pretty quickly.
Right.
Okay, so what he's going to do is he's going to go over to where where Chase's place is, and he's going to go via China like he's been texted.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to make doubly sure. He's going to do it twice. And then he's going to go to the base, to the compound.
All right.
Going to the compound.
All right. Well, you get to the compound.
And as new people come in, he takes note.
Okay.
And as equipment comes in, sophisticated equipment and stuff like that.
Well, you see that a helicopter gets fueled up, and you see Chase leave in it with a pilot.
Yeah. And
they head south.
I wonder. So
I heard a helicopter in the distance.
So where's he going?
There's a lot of police action here.
Really? They're coming for you.
Jimmy.
I did it. Whatever they want me for. I'm here.
Jimmy, where's he going?
You just turn up and say that to Jimmy?
Yeah.
Jimmy just about pops a nut when you say that and spins around. Fuck. Where did you come from?
I keep forgetting. Oh, crap. I would like to ride on that.
What's your question?
So where's the copter going?
South.
Okay.
So, your name is Peter, right?
That's right.
That's right. And you're Nosferatu, right?
That's also correct.
Right. And you're an official member of the Coterie. Is that true?
That is true. That is true.
Well, I suppose I can tell you that Chase is heading to Los Angeles to make a deal with some movie guys about a racetrack.
About a racetrack?
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not like totally part of that whole business thing. I think it's got to do with Belladonna and the Gangrel. I think
Oh,
I heard someone say something about some guy called Tyrus and the memorial or something.
okay. Things are starting to make a little bit more sense. Yeah, okay. Okay, what's with the new equipment?
Oh, you like that stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got a bunch of stuff here. We've gotten some. Well, this stuff's here is for when we fit out the chopper as a gunship, which it's not really ready for yet. We still have to get a bunch of rails and things then they need to be welded on properly, and then we have to rebalance the blades for the new weight load. And he's going on a bunch of technical shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you get the gist of it, and that is that they
Yeah.
are preparing this helicopter so it can switch roles.
Yeah.
So it can be one day it can be a private helicopter, and the next day it can be a fucking military gunship, and it'll take a couple of hours to switch it over from one rig to the other.
Yep. 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 Yep.
So yeah, that's basically the idea. It's pretty versatile. This particular chopper. I mean, it's not the fastest, or it can't go the highest, or nothing like that, but it's reliable, and it's easy to keep it maintained, and that's real important here. And he goes on like this, talking chopper shit at you for quite a while, in order to distract you from asking questions and finding out information.
Yeah. Because Jimmy's not stupid.
He's not.
Okay. So he just sticks around and watches things and stuff like that.
Stuff is going on.
And he texts Mercy.
Mercy receives a text from Peter. What does it say?
What does it say? Yeah.
How you doing? That's all it says. How you doing?
I don't respond, but I do see it.
Okay. All right, so she does not respond. Very good. What is Belladonna doing now?
She's still doing the work that she needs to do.
The work. Okay. Well, then the evening comes to a close, and the following night, we could even say so much as that this business just all continues for 2 nights, like so, until such a time as Chase arrives in Los Angeles. And Chase, you wake up in a hotel room in LA.
Yes.
Next to a box, next to a pilot.
Yep.
Who is your other main retainer besides Jimmy?
Julia.
Julia. Yeah, I think Julia has to be here. Because she has to be the one overseeing the vampire business.
Yep.
Stuff to do with you. Someone has to do that. And also she's part of the money thing and tracking down the, all the permits and shit.
Okay.
Okay, so this evening you are off to see a Los Angeles producer by the name of Mr. Gary Sanders.
Okay.
Fox Light Pictures. Mr. Gary Sanders doesn't know that you're coming at this point, but he often works late till about 10 p.m. and found in his offices. According to the information that Julia has and the information you've been able to obtain, you think you can get into the parking lot of Fox Light Pictures under certain pretenses to do with basically organizing talent. So, cutting a long story short, you find yourself in the parking lot and you're outside the building of the offices of Mr. Gary Sanders. You can see a few lights on in the building. You can see he's up on the 3rd floor, you think, because the lights up there are on.
Yeah.
Can't see him yourself. There's a security guard standing downstairs, big dude wearing a uniform. You can see a bunch of those electric, basically buggies for moving around studio lots.
Yeah.
And you get out of the car.
Okay, I get out of the car. I've chosen a real flash-looking car.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've dressed really well.
So impeccably.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, and so has,
Okay, yeah.
Evening.
Evening who? You get to the guard?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, who are you? You got a pass? You are quiet.
I'm here to see Mr. Sanders, and I'm sure that you'll see my pass is absolutely impeccable, my good friend.
Dominating him, I am assuming?
Yes.
Of course you are. Well, Chase, would you like to spend a willpower point in advance?
How many willpowers have I got left? Have I got any back?
You have. In fact, I am inclined to say that the end of the deal with Philip Rigord was the end of a storyline.
Okay.
I think you're right there.
1.
All right, so you're going to spend a willpower point. Okay, so you are now down to 7 willpower.
Okay.
And you're going to roll manipulation and leadership, I believe, is the roll for this.
Yeah.
And difficulty is the target's willpower. All right. He goes, oh, yeah. You're here to see Mr. Sanders. Oh, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess you're probably right on time. And he goes and opens the door. Come on in. He goes,
come on in.
Lydia down there, she'll get you a coffee or anything if you need anything. And
oh, no, thank you. I'd rather get on with my business.
Actually, everybody's gone. I could take you right up to him if you like. I think everything's quiet.
Thank you. And of course, you will let him know that my papers are impeccable when you have checked them.
Oh, will I? Okay.
Yes.
Right. We don't usually do that kind of thing here.
Oh, well, my people do.
I see.
Yes.
He opens the lift up and you get in the lift and you go up to the 3rd floor and bing, and you go down the hallway and he knocks on the door. Mr. Sanders? And you hear somebody grumbling, and then they open the door. Who is this? He says, who are you? Looks at the guard. He says, what are you guys doing here? Can I help?
Yes, I am Chase Hamilton. I have an appointment with you, and I've shown my papers to your guard, and he's seen that they are true and to the point. I think if you look at your appointment,
all right, he's like, I'm sorry, I must have forgotten. Please come inside. Come and sit down. How can I help you? You see that on his door, he's got this. It says Gary Sanders, executive producer, Foxlight Pictures. There's like a list of movies, and there's posters on the walls and stuff. A couple of awards, no Oscars.
I've got a portfolio.
Okay.
That says everything about the race.
Okay. Right, and you
has
in front of them,
and what they could earn from letting us do what we want to do.
So you're proposing that we move our dates in order to accommodate your race, and you're prepared to pay us how much?
Says it right there.
How much is it?
What would be reasonable, do you think? 4 million?
Well, it depends on what you know. I mean, 4 million it's a reasonable sum to offer.
What would you see as a reasonable sum, my good man?
Well, okay, let's look at these dates. And he says, well, we can't move Mr. Fishburne's dates. You see, he's locked in. He's got 7 movies lined up, one after the other, and we can't change his dates. So 3 of the 4 days that we're shooting here, we can't move at all because we need Mr. Fishburne for those days. But this one day here, we could probably shift this around and on either side, but it is tricky because we're going to have to move all the barriers and change the whole setup and then move it all back again for our reshoot. Because we, of course, we got to get everything back exactly the way it was. It's got to, nothing can change. It has to be the way it was.
I, of course, understand your difficulty, but I'm very sure that you're a very capable company.
Well, on the other hand, we could try and move Mr. Fishburne's dates, but now you're looking at having to compensate him and his agent for shifting their dates, and that's going to complicate a whole bunch of stuff. And maybe for the right fee, they will do that. But you're going to be looking at like somewhere north of 6 to 10 million.
Call it a deal.
Well, we'll have to make that deal yet. I still have to talk to the agents about it.
If he wishes that to be the case, we can call it a deal then.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let my people call your people and we'll do lunch.
That will be... could we do dinner instead, please?
Sure, of course, if that's what you need, yeah.
Yes, that'd be great. So how soon will you know?
Well, I'll get onto this right now, but it could, I don't know, it depends. It depends on the lawyers. So it always depends on the lawyers.
Oh, that's always the case. You're so right.
I mean, if you know, you can sweeten it a little bit, maybe you can speed things up a little. I'm not sure.
In what way?
Lawyers' fees.
What are the lawyers' fees?
Well, presently they're charging 11% of blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. I look at my accountant.
Okay, Julia.
Yeah.
She looks over at you and she writes down a figure on a piece of paper and she slides it over to you. 12 million total.
Does that meet your requirements?
Well, I can offer that, and I will get back to you after my next couple of phone calls, which will take a few hours. We got the time zone difference, you see, because Fishburne's presently over in Tunisia shooting that thing about and he just tells you about this other movie that he's doing, blah, blah, blah. So there's a time zone difference, so it could take up to 24 hours before I have any final anything, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So where are you staying in LA anyway?
I'm staying at because she would have arranged it already. I'm staying there, and it's a real posh place.
Well, I don't know what you're doing later tonight, but we're having a party over in the Hollywood Hills up at my house, if you're interested.
Of course I would be. Please give me the address. I'd be glad to be there.
All right, he gives you the address and
I also give him a perspective. Here's something you may be interested in, something you could think about.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of what would you say? Opening a business in Gary. Land prices there are really good.
Oh, okay.
I want to encourage young filmmakers and stuff like that. So I'm thinking of opening a company. I thought you might like to look at the
prospectus
and see if you're interested in any way.
I'll have a look.
Thank you.
Fix it. All right. Well, I'll get back to you in the next 24 hours and we'll have some information for you by then.
Thank you. And the other thing is that perspectives to do with Broken Wing Productions has also got how good Gary is to get things in and out of because it's a central hub.
Right.
Yeah. So it points out stuff like that.
Barry is in love with Gary. That's what I've learned.
Very much so.
Charlie's agreeing with me.
Now Gary is a person. Go
Gary's
for it.
a person. Barry would be gay for them.
Gary's the
'Cause-
person sitting right in front of him. Gary
Uh,
Sanderson.
'cause
Done.
it's a challenge. I like the challenge.
Like
I
the
like the
challenge. Fair
challenge.
enough.
Yeah,
You like the underdog.
yeah,
You
I
like the
do.
underdog.
I love
Alright.
the underdog.
I'm going to go and powder my nose. I'll be back in a few moments.
Dear. If you're saying something, I can't hear
Pushing the wrong button again.
you.
Ah, gee.
Are you trying to say something, or because if you're saying something, you're muted again?
I just realised nobody's here, so I don't need to mute it. No
Yeah.
noises are happening. Yeah.
There you
So
go.
I'm muting for nothing. Yeah. Okay, that's part of my plan going well. Like it.
I think both our plans are going well.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a race. It's gonna be
Yes.
awesome.
A big one too, not just a baby little one.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, we've got to think of like race car drivers and stuff.
And
Oh my god.
there'd be a lot of people there, like he said, because Tyrus was well loved. So
Yeah. Oh god. This is probably going to be an annual thing.
yeah.
Be fun though.
I hope so, because I put that in the prospectus. Hoping to be an annual thing.
An annual race.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. So it is moving along rather well. I'm waiting for the big kerfump.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's going just a little too well. Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of like films, like a lot of cameras on the thing, so chances are vampires won't want to, intrude or anything
Yeah.
on it, because all masquerade and shit.
Yes. I don't know if I'd want to be a vampire in real life.
I would.
Would you?
Yeah.
Especially
Yes.
especially if the world was like this.
I would live my life like Sage does, where everything is fun
Okay.
and you can spend your life having fun and being mysterious and doing mysterious things. That's what I want.
If someone made me a vampire, I think I would try and get rich.
I think we should always try and get rich.
I've had enough of getting poor. Now I want to expand and do the stuff.
What would you be?
If the clans were like they are now,
Yeah.
I would be. Oh, I like Gangrel.
Yeah, I can see that.
Gangrel. Yeah, I like Gangrel.
I'd probably either go Tremere, probably Tremere. Like Tremere is full, like my house is Tremere all over the place, but I could also fit in with Malkavians real easy, like really, really easy, because I'm kind of cookie, but in a good way. I'm a good cookie.
Yes, I would say you are.
Yeah,
Cookie,
I think
definitely.
I'd probably be very much like Mercy, but without the obsessive like love, like obsession wanting to have a family, etc. She's so obsessed with that. It originally was just she's obsessed with this one guy, but it's now elevated to other things, which is kind of fun. Hello.
So, okie dokie. Go.
All right.
Okay.
So Chase, yep.
Yep, I'm waiting. Chase
Right.
is waiting.
So you're waiting. Okay, so you go to that party.
Yes.
Basically, you meet a few people.
I smooze. Isn't that what they call it?
Schmooze.
Smooze. I smooze. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's make a charisma and leadership check. Just for smoozing. Charisma, leadership. Unless you prefer to use dominate.
Yeah, I smooth with that too. I use a bit of dominate, but I'd like them to think for themselves first.
A bit of manipulation and leadership.
Yeah.
Okay, and what are you getting these people to basically do? Just sort of
I'm
think well of you?
to think well of me, to think that I, you know, the investment I'm talking about or suggesting is a good one.
Okay.
You know,
It seems to go quite successfully.
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right. Okay, and so over the next day, what does Bella do? She's still doing her business with the
She's gonna. Well, yeah.
race.
Seeing as Julia was over here,
Well, she's with Chase.
Yeah. Who could have gone to help buy the place? Zora.
Jimmy.
She's very capable. But is she that capable?
The other thing I'm doing.
Maybe Vincent could spare his dude.
Edward Neely is another option of someone that would help. Maybe. Who are you going to call?
I'm gonna ask Vincent first if he has a retainer that could help, and then they'll hopefully get something sorted, right? Sign some papers, buy that place, and then she'll hop in some I guess some of her older hippie gear and start painting and shit.
All right. I'm going to make an executive decision because I think it takes more than a night to buy something quite as complicated as that. If you've ever bought a house, it takes weeks. You know,
we've had two nights.
Right. So I think we could say that a few nights go past, maybe even a week.
Okay.
And Chase, you come back to Chicago with a deal, $12 million. It costs to clear the way. So there you go. Success.
Do not tell Belladonna about the $12 million because I'm paying for that.
Okay.
It's all part of the thing for Tyrus.
Okay. Well, out of your 16 million, you've spent 12.
Oh my God.
It's all right. I've got money coming in other directions.
You could always borrow money back off Chase and Julia if you had to.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Those other interests like drugs and stuff like that. So.
Right. So is his drug trade going or what?
Yes, it's going. It's going.
Okay.
But he's managed to make, the things I wanted to do I couldn't do because then we'd only be doing Chase. He's like, remember where the prince said that the Prince of Gary gave him that land?
Yep.
And you said there were two gangs there?
Yep.
Well, he's dominated them if they're not vampire related, dominated the leaders, and he's using them to distribute his stuff.
Okay. I think that might be a session.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Like I said, I didn't want it to be all about Chase.
Right.
So,
all right.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll set that up for our next session, so that.
Okay, we'll do that. Okay.
All right. Meantime, okay. So Chase, you're looking into that at the moment. Now that you're back, etc.
Yeah.
So a week later, in any case, you've had the bones of this race up. You have a route organized. You have some of the accommodation and things being booked. You have a agreement with, why is my camera not focusing? Agreement with a media organization. Actually, the thing is, that Joseph Pedersen is in charge of the media in Chicago. He is a Ventru. So, cool. You're either working with or against him. So that's something that you will conclude.
Right. Okay. I'm sure we will.
Chase looks at you and says, "What do you want to do?"
With conditions.
With conditions. Now, this one you can go and discuss yourself, young lady.
I'm actually I'm actually going to be doing some maintenance on the stadium. So,
So you become a builder overnight, says Shays.
a painter, and
A painter.
I've been scraping off stuff, old
So
paint.
what are
and
you
painting.
saying? What are you saying? Do you want me to go and make a deal with this dude, or do you want to leave them out of it?
We need them, don't we?
Yes, I imagine we do, sadly. Up to you.
We got to get a good deal out of it, though. Okay, I'll come. So
Because you know what you want, young lady. Come on, let's go.
I'll leave the wolf pack up to the cleaning.
Ella,
Yep.
you get a text message. It says it's from SecuriCorp, an anonymous SecuriCorp number. It says your package is ready for delivery. Where would you like it delivered?
Oh, the High Priestess.
Very well.
I'll just wait there.
Okay.
I was getting ready to go to the stadium, and then I was gonna get ready to go to stadium, racetrack, and then I was gonna get ready to go to see this dude, but now I'm just
Okay.
waiting here.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, so you wait. You're not sure when exactly the truck's going to arrive. But while that's happening, what's Chase doing?
You're you're muted. You're talking a lot and wasting all that energy.
It's because he likes to gesticulate with his hands.
Hello. You got me now?
Yep.
Right. Chase is leaving talking to himself because he thinks Belladonna is right behind him because they were
Right.
going to go someplace.
Right.
And then he gets out there and he's at the car and he realizes,
She's not there.
What? Where's her?
I'm gonna
What
make some. Gotta figure out some, place I can put this. Oh, maybe I'll call up Sledge and say that they're gonna deliver the motorcycle and other things to
Okay.
the High Priestess. So
All
I'm gonna
right.
come over and pick that up. That'd be cool.
Do you make that call in front of Chase?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a busy person. I'm
So
all
at
over
that
the
point,
place.
Chase, you get the gist of what's going on.
Okay. All right.
The long of the short of the long is that a truck does arrive, and from the back of it, a large wooden package, a big box that will not fit through the front door of the High Priestess, but might fit through into the back door into the courtyard.
Yeah, we'll leave it on the pathway until Sledge and stuff get here.
All right.
I kind of want to open it.
Well, when
see,
they
like-
get there, they okay, you're gonna open it first. You're gonna like crowbar it open. Rip the
Yeah,
lid off it.
but I want to see if like what else he sent, because he said it wasn't just the jacket, it wasn't
Right.
just the
Right.
thing. I want to know what else he put in there.
Right. Well, you look into the package, you open the lid, and there's the bike. The bike is very twisted and burnt, and the engine, the petrol canister has literally exploded open, so it's very, very damaged and fucked up.
Oh dear.
Twisted metal. There is a number of plastic bags. The whole box is full of like little foam beans, right? And
Awesome.
among the foam beams is the bike, which is not covered. Actually, no, the bike is wrapped up in plastic too, and taped up. And so you find jacket, pants, and other bits and pieces, clothes, jewelry, nose rings, earrings, stuff like that, a watch and things, all in little plastic evidence bags.
Oh, wow.
There's also a couple of knives, guns, and bullet shells. Some of the bullet shells are actually empty shells that have been fired. So these are the ones that have been plucked out of various vampires and other people who Tyrus has fired upon during the attack. Ones that have been pulled out of famous artworks, that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
I'm gonna hug Tyrus's jacket and just wait for Sledge and stuff to get here.
Okay. And as you do, you kind of sense his presence in the wind, and this rain shower just opens up over you guys in that moment, and there's this cone of light from the street lamp shining down in a cone through the rain, and you can see Chase and the truck on the other side of it, but for a moment it's as if he's there in the presence of that lamp in that rain. You can almost see him.
You're gonna love this, Tyrus.
He punches you in the face. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Yeah, I'll wait.
All right. So the rest of the wolf pack arrive, and they're like, "Well, what are we going to do with this?"
Okay, the bike is in a very bad condition. So do what you can, replace what you can, get it back to the way it was, and then we'll put it on display at the racetrack. His jacket's here,
All right.
and a whole bunch of other stuff of his.
Very solemnly, they talk about what to do with it, and they realize that they're going to need to use that truck again. So, shall we take it directly to the racetrack then?
I've got a
it's gonna
truck,
go anyway.
says Chase.
All right.
I've got a truck. I can go back and get it and bring it here.
Okay, so basically, you guys use Chase's truck to take all the gear to the racetrack. That's how it's going to work? Whereupon
Sure.
you can put it in a room that is going to be renovated into a kind of a museum shrine.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
this would be perfect.
Will that be open to the public, or will that be like a special kind of vampires only thing? Because, like, the public don't know who Tyrus is, and they don't know what all these bullets and bullet holes are all about.
That's true. That is very true. Perhaps he'll make it a vampire only one.
Okay,
And goal, of course.
right, that makes sense. Anybody that knows Tyrus, like,
Yeah.
invite only kind of thing.
Go into that area, yeah.
Okay, so you've got this Tyrus museum shrine set up on the, one of maybe the second floor inside the main building attached to the stadium.
Did Randy come over as well, like to help?
Yeah.
I'll.
Morgana's there too, actually.
That's cool. I'll just say to them, thank you for coming. So I'm renovating this. This is going to be the room for him, for Tyrus. And he can be here as much as he likes. So I was wondering if you would like to take part in the Tyrus Memorial Race. It's going to go from Chicago to LA. And it's going to be televised. And
yeah, don't forget it's on Route 66. Very important.
It's on Route 66.
Right.
So important.
So important. Okay.
And to be honest, I had you in mind with this, so yeah.
Can you make a charisma and performance check, please?
Maybe. Well.
Would you like to spend a willpower?
Yes, I do.
Yes. I do.
Yep. Okay, so
3 successes.
3, yeah. Okay. 3.
They're really excited, and even Randy is excited about it. And they're like, well, start talking about who are going to be the contestants and who are the competitors. And,
I know, right?
And
like, who do you want to race? Like, are there some some drivers from overseas that you want to race with? Also, hey, Morgan, do you want to ride? Are you a racer?
She says, yeah, I'll ride.
You don't have to be so shy about it. Do it.
I'm not shy.
Just
I'm keen. I can ride. I can drive.
Okay, so the thing is with this, it's because it's televised.
But it's at nighttime.
And at nighttime, yeah. It's gonna be more of a friendly one. So sure, you can use your powers and whatnot to get the upper hand, but don't connect with other drivers, and just it's a friendly race.
Yeah, sure, it's a friendly race.
The friendly competitive race.
That's how we like it, says Randy.
No hurting people.
So, okay, as far as other competitors go, why don't we could open it up to some interesting people. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, who do you think? I want to see the Primogen race.
Okay, I don't think they'll race. I'm thinking like race car drivers. People, the ones that people will know.
Right, so famous actual races. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess Randy and Jackie can probably compile a list of them pretty much off the tops of their heads because they follow this type of stuff and they know this stuff. So they start spitting out a list. And then they're sort of trying to figure out how to contact these people.
True.
But the organization can probably do that itself. You're going to have to set up like a trust around this whole business.
I was thinking that's a good idea anyway.
Yeah.
So you're probably not going to be able to be Randy Zelley Jr. Do you want to take up that mantle?
Randy Zelley Jr.
Your own son.
Fuck off. My name's Ramrod.
Ramrod. Okay. Ramrod. Fun. This is gonna be so awesome.
Okay. So, what's the next scene?
What's the next scene? Oh, I was probably gonna get in touch with that dude.
That dude.
I don't know how to get in touch with
the news guy you're talking about.
Peterson dude?
Pedersen, yeah. Where the bottom could give you his number.
Okay.
So by the way, I mean, I don't know if you got the email that I sent you with a list of things in it or not. If you ever had a look at that at all?
No, I am in the middle of a game. It seems a bit inappropriate.
What?
Yeah, we got it. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Right, yeah. So that dude.
All right. Pedersen. All right. So in order to get hold of Pedersen, where the bottom gives you a number, you call him. His retainer sets you up with an appointment, and you drive into the city. And he is currently at the Dali Plaza. He has an office there that he maintains. And so you go into the Dali Plaza and come into his offices. Presently, he's standing and overlooking a control room that is down below from his office and watching a live broadcast going on for the 10 o'clock news. So, yeah.
Ew.
And he turns around as you come in and takes off his spectacles. Greetings.
Hello.
Come in.
I will.
Please, take a seat.
Do
you need anything?
Oh, no, thank you. Oh, aside from your help in this, what I've come here for.
Well, I understand that you were part of the Chicago Queen Coterie. You have been quite instrumental in defeating some of our serious enemies lately.
Yes, we have.
Local heroes to us now.
Thank you. Speaking of which, we might have, Loden was supposed to do that ceremony.
It's coming.
Okay.
Well, that's true. It was supposed to be during the next few days. That is true. And we skipped a week. Yeah, that's true. Let me think about that. But let's play the scene out first.
Right. Okay. Well, we are holding a race that goes from Chicago to LA, and we're going to need people to televise it. That's why we've come here to see you.
So you are holding a race, like a vehicle race, a car race.
What the actual shit is happening? Is the world coming to an end? Anyway.
Maybe only in Wellington. Wellington's coming to an end.
Wellington. The shit rolls downhill from Auckland.
What? What are you talking about?
Right, I'm not playing no more now.
That's it. We quit. Fuck you, Charlie. No.
All of us quit.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Like Barry leaves and half the cast leaves with him.
Yeah, I know, right?
Half the vampires of Chicago walk out the door with Barry.
All right.
Yeah.
I hand him.
What was he saying? Sorry.
I hand him what I'm good.
Oh,
Nope.
lost you. Lost you. No, I hand him what I'm.
Stop talking. Here you go.
I hand him what I'm good at handing everybody, a prospectus. I'm getting it right now.
Right,
Yes.
prospectus.
And it shows all the advantages to if he
Right,
got involved.
right. It's just something that Julia has knocked up during the day.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Very good. And he looks at that. So you are planning a vehicle race from Chicago along Route 66 to Los Angeles.
Yes.
And you're looking for media coverage for that. That's basically it. I see. Well, is this more of a charity event? What exactly is your goal with this?
It will be a charity event. It will have plenty of sponsors.
Tell me, how does this benefit the city of Chicago and municipality?
Oh, well, it will start off in Chicago.
So there will be a lot of coverage here, a lot of tourist action, that kind of thing.
This is where it begins.
We do like our tourists in Chicago.
We will bring in a lot of international people that are following specific drivers, because we're bringing in international drivers.
And the vehicles, who owns the vehicles? Which vehicles will they be?
It will be up to the teams, really. The teams will be the ones that decide their vehicles.
I see. Have you got a type of vehicle in mind?
We would have had a chat to Ramrod about this. Like, what was his suggestion?
Rally cars.
Okay. Rally cars. Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
Unison. Jinx.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's very interesting. And you're talking about using this fellow, Mr. Ramrod. That is Randy Zelley from the previously known as the Wolf Pack. Is that correct?
Yes.
I know him. He has been. I know his face. Now, that's interesting. Very interesting. Do you think that maybe because of his his following were a little older people, maybe what if you were to put a spin on this and make all of the cars from his era?
Oh, that is quite cute. I like
then
that.
It kind of slows the race down too and gives it another flavor. A little bit of drama and mood to the texture of it. I see. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad you like that idea. That's free. The next one will be $12 million. No,
put it on Chase's bill.
Right. Put it on Chase's bill.
Because I'm a drug lord doesn't mean I've got all the money in the world.
So, yeah, I think we could probably make it work here in Chicago. You're going to have to negotiate different rights in LA. Unfortunately, I don't have control of that media, but certainly we can make a bang out of the send-off.
Yeah.
The starting line footage will be incredible.
Wonderful.
Which is why we chose you.
Wow. We're also gonna start our race at the I've just purchased a racetrack and we're going to do it up. It's called the Tyrus Memorial Racetrack.
Tyrus Memorial is very, very touching after recent events.
It's gonna bring in a lot of people because he was very beloved member of our society.
Yes, he was very, very beloved and brave soul.
Yeah.
Archon Tyrus, there's a lot of stories go back a long way about Archon Tyrus, and he's well known here and has been. What a good idea you've got there. I really applaud your work. So, okay. I can make some contacts for you with some coverage network executives south of here in places like Cincinnati and maybe even LA, but it's going to take a little bit of work and jiggery pokery to make that happen. So I can look into that. Now, my sire, the Prince of Chicago, as you will know, Prince Loden, he is going to ask me what the city is getting out of this, and particularly, mostly he'll be interested in some kind of kickback, I suspect. Do you have anything like that you can offer him to keep to grease the wheels of industry, so to speak?
I get
Perhaps
it.
you need some time to think about that.
And if we were greasing these wheels, how
Yeah.
much grease would we have to use?
Well, that's a good question, and it would depend upon the favor of the prince. Have you spoken to him about this before?
No. We thought, he was busy at the time, so
I see.
he was moving on to another engagement.
Well, I tell you what I can do is I can float this up the totem pole and see whether I can get it mentioned at a Primogen council meeting, at which point the Primogen may well have some input onto how to capitalize out of this racing idea of yours.
Excellent.
Yeah. I could see it could be useful in some way. Yeah.
I'm sure you could.
I am concerned about one thing. Now, knowing Archon Tyrus's reputation and Mr. Zelley as little as I do, I suspect they have something of a following, and I'm some concern that we may have, if you forgive me outrightly, if I may say so plainly, riots.
Right. How do you suppose we'll calm that down?
Well, I'm going to suggest that during your marketing campaign and your various invitations, you choose very carefully so that we do not end up with enemy factions all in the same place.
Right.
Yes,
So
of course. We don't want any little Sabat walking themselves in.
Exactly. You might have a Sabat contester designed to turn up and, yeah, who knows?
Yes.
That could jeopardize everything. The Masquerade is at stake. You going to broadcast this thing live, by the way, or are you going to have a delay on that?
Probably I would suggest a bit of a delay. Like live, but also with a little bit of delay.
Like 10 seconds delay, a minute delay?
Would it be wise just in case we have to cut the feed?
It would be wise, just in case.
Not 10 seconds, maybe a minute to 5 minutes or so. That will give you enough time to cut it down if you need to.
That's true. Okay.
Mm.
Well, I'll write a little note here on my prospectus that you kindly gave me. 5-minute delay feed. Okay. Secure. All right. Well, I will float this at the Primogen for you.
Thank you.
See what can be done.
Oh.
But
I appreciate
all
that.
I can say is that you can take it from me that if you're planning this here, I will of course do my best to give you the best coverage you can get, at least in Chicago and the Chicago area.
Thank you.
You'll get a send off, I can promise you that.
Good. Good.
All right. Well, if there's no further ado,
Thank you.
we have some other things to do today, so good night.
Bye.
We leave. And then we wonder what happens at ceremony.
Right. What happened to that? Okay, so I mean, there's really not a lot of agency in that scene, to be honest. Anyway, so let's just describe it and hash it out. It would have been at the Art Institute. The Primogen would have been there. Many elders and other ancillae would have been summoned there as well in order to witness this ceremony, whereupon you were each given a gold medal with a ribbon.
Yay.
And you are given the status of, I think it would be ancillae. So you're no longer neonates. So you've got actual status now. You're not bottom feeders anymore.
Wonderful.
Actual Camarilla status.
Mercy wasn't there.
Mercy wasn't there, so
no, I think that goes without saying. She wasn't there.
Very good. Yeah, so that's the gist of it. You get a big clap and everyone knows your name and what you've done, basically, across the city.
What did Peter go?
Does Peter go to that?
No, no, no.
It's given to Peter in absentia,
Yeah.
and so thus Mercy and Chase are able to collect all the medals for everybody.
Yeah.
Well
Even-
done,
and
Chase.
there are in absentia medals for Jin and Lawrence, and anybody else that's been a member of the Chicago Queen Coterie. Probably
Everyone.
a few. Some of them not so much because they weren't around recently. So like Tony Perez, no. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much the ceremony, and afterwards, maybe there's a soiree, a bit of a gathering, and so on.
What would we hear about, like, about what people thought
What they thought
of what happened and what
the official story, so to speak.
the fact Mercy isn't there, were they all like, or Peter's not there?
No, they're recovering obviously from their ordeals. You know, they were instrumental to the actual final thing, and unfortunately they're recovering from the ordeal itself, and they cannot be here. But the Chicago Queen Coterie would be happy to accept their medals on their behalf.
Yes.
You know, that kind of thing. Okay, and so that happened a few days back before your most recent meeting.
Yes.
Okay, we're good with that.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. What else does anyone want to do or tidy up right now?
Well, Mercy is she's pretty desperate to find the Tsumitsu guy.
Right.
But also, I don't know. I think she's a little bit like, I think her brain is fighting her over like who she's supposed to be in love with, because she's like her original focus was this one guy that would start it all and be like the father and whatnot,
Right.
but he's not sufficient now.
Right.
But she doesn't even know if Bobby's sufficient now, because Bobby doesn't. I mean, he doesn't really love her or anything.
Right.
so
Doesn't really
like
know her on either, but yeah.
She's like, are these two men good enough? I don't know. So yeah, her mind's fighting her, and there'll be times where she just like she breaks down and like screams.
Right.
So in the Tremere, there'd just be random screaming.
Okay. At some point, Garwood is going to come and ask you very kindly not to do that.
Sorry.
And if it keeps happening, Nikolai is going to come and command you very kindly not to do that.
I can't help it.
You can if he commands you. Or you can make a self-control check, maybe.
I don't want him to. Yeah, we'll make it self-control. Self-control. I don't remember how to do this. Where are we? 4 dice.
Chase is actually getting a bit worried about her.
This one.
She's part of his team, and something's going on. You know.
She's right. So she is very unstable with her one success.
So he is going to the.
She might even call up like Jason at some point. Just be like, help me. I can't do this.
He comes over with a portable TV and video DVD deck and plugs it in and watches some movies with you.
Hello, Kitty.
Sure.
she'll sit with him and like have Mimi in her arms.
And
Kitty.
He's got a laptop over next to him and he's like typing with one hand and mouse and shit. Okay. So that's what you guys are doing for the moment.
Yep.
Chase is going to see the head of the Malkavian clan.
Maureen O'Leary.
So you're going to see Maureen at the hospital, at the Kindred Hospital.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Irony of that. Okay, so you go into the Kindred Hospital and you are you make it through to Maureen, and she's of course in her wheelchair and she spins around as you come in and sees you. She looks up at you. Hello, young man. It's been a little while since you've been here.
It has been, my lady. I was just here to inquire about the condition of Mercy. I hope she's all right.
Mercy. Oh dear, yes, Mercy. She's a battler, that one.
Yes, she is. Even in the short time I've noticed that she is.
She's away for now. She's gone away. Mercy's gone away. No Mercy.
Will she be back at any time?
Oh, I suppose she will be back sometime. It's time for my pills. Time for my pills.
Oh, sorry.
She calls the doctor, the nurse over, and he gives her a bunch of pills, which she puts in a little bag and puts in her pocket. She turns back to you again. Now, what were you saying again?
Will Mercy be back?
Oh, Mercy, and her little ones, the little ones, yes.
Yes.
Oh, they, trouble. There's been some trouble. Little one's sick right now.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
Is there anything that I can help with?
Whoa. Unless you can catch a Zamitzi by the toe.
Why would I need to catch a Samisi by the toe, my lady?
Because little Mimi can take her skin off.
Now, even in Chase's brain, that's not normal. Is it?
Not
That's
normal for a vampire?
Yeah.
It's definitely not normal for any Camarilla vampire.
Does that sound like...
Chase. You've got like a background in some shit. You've seen.
Yeah, I'm just going to that. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's vicissitude, clearly.
Anything... Is there a cure for taking your skin off?
Well, the cure is to get a Zamitzi to fix it.
Oh, God. I know where to find some. It's going there that would be the problem, because they'd kill me outright. Let me.
By the way, Chase, just as a by-the-by thing, and when you think of the word Zamitzi, it reminds you of a time when you were in New York, and you heard them referring to something called the Cathedral of Flesh.
The Cathedral of Flesh. Oh, God. That didn't sound good then, and it doesn't sound good now. Okay, could you tell me, Mother, where is she?
Oh, wow. She's in North Chicago now with our friends, the Tremere.
Oh, okay.
I don't see any reason why you shouldn't know. After all, you're one of us too, dearie. She puts a hand on your hand and squeezes your hand, and she leaves fingerprint marks in your in your skin, in the back of your hand.
And I will always be, Mother.
Yes. Good luck then. Go comfort her. Do what you can.
I will, Mother.
Be good to the little ones.
I will. I promise.
I send my love.
I will.
Run along.
Bye.
All right.
He kisses her on the cheek if she lets him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he goes, and he means that because that's his clan.
At the last minute, as you go to kiss her on the cheek, she turns her face and kisses you on the lips.
He just lets it happen. He's not going to argue with her, for God's sake.
Right.
Okay.
You guys are married now.
You're married now.
Good. I'm doing well then.
Yeah.
Well,
Going
yeah.
up in the world, yeah.
Going up in the world.
yeah.
Somehow that could be considered.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I will make my way to the chantry.
All right, you get to the chantry. Well, cutting a long story short, you were admitted to the chantry to see Mercy. And Mercy, there is a knock at the door. Jason stands up. Who the hell's that?
I don't know.
He goes over to the door.
Why would I know?
So Chase, you open the door is opened, and Jason Newberry is standing in front of Mercy, who's holding Mimi, who's behind
Holding a
them.
knife.
Behind them is Kitty. Mimi, yeah, she's holding a knife, and there's a TV on. There's a TV on playing some Hello Kitty shit in the background.
Good evening, my good sir. Can I come in?
He looks around and he goes, "The fuck is this, like our new fucking place to hang out now? All the Malkavians are hanging out at the chantry or something? Are we all changing clan or something? What the hell is this?"
We're taking over.
He steps back into the room and lets you in, and closes the door.
And I go, you're right, we are taking over. All right. Samisi, huh?
Yeah.
Really? Absolutely?
Absolutely. I'm not gonna let her show you, okay?
Mommy, I'm hungry.
I
thought
don't.
I fed you just before.
Sweetheart.
Fill me up, Mommy. I want more cake.
Okay, no more cake. No more
I
cake.
want more cake.
If you get more cake, you'll be as fat as
No, I won't.
Uncle Jason.
Jason, he stares.
I'm just kidding.
Stares daggers at you.
Seems appropriate.
Okay.
He stares daggers at you.
Yeah, I hold Mimi close.
Come on, Mommy, I'm so hungry.
Okay. I pick her up and I'll cut her some fruit in the kitchen.
You go to the kitchen?
Yeah.
Does everybody go to the kitchen?
Yeah, we're all going to the kitchen now. Let's
Jason's like, I'm staying here. I'm doing
Yeah,
it.
look after Kitty, thank you.
All right.
look. We're gonna.
So you, Mimi, and Chase go to the kitchen.
I
Now-
cut her some fruit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She's trying to eat it, but she keeps gagging on it and spitting it out.
Why are you spitting it out?
I want meat, Mommy.
Does that sound?
This isn't good.
What it should be?
You don't know. Maybe.
Okay, I'll go and look for some ham.
Okay,
Like
you find some
shredded ham.
Yeah, there's some ham. And
I'll put my blood on it as well. Mix it up and then give it to her.
Chase, as you're watching this, you see Mimi suddenly just frenzies, and her whole fucking head opens up, and this maw comes out from inside of her, and rips it out of her hands and slobbers it down.
Mimi, come on.
Seals it all back up again.
That wasn't very nice, Mimi.
Thank you, Mommy.
It's okay,
That's better.
sweetheart. I pick her up and give her a cuddle.
Okay.
Well, that's a trick I haven't seen.
Yeah, Chase, that reminds you of a time amongst the Zemitzi and their Shlachta that would guard the place where you would sometimes go in order to deliver things, usually by chopper, and you'd land out on the lawn and have to carry stuff into the place, and there'd be Shlachta inside the house, and they would have these kinds of monstrous faces and bits to them. And Mimi is kind of ringing your bells and triggering your memories of terror.
No. Really? There's only one way you're going to get that fixed.
Tell me.
We got to go and catch ourselves a samisi.
I'll sharpen my knives.
You're going to need a real I don't know how many reels. Sharp knife. Because you need one that really knows what they're doing as far as crafting her face back. And even then, from what I've seen, I couldn't guarantee anything for you.
We do what we can, and then we do better than that.
They're strong and they're armored up like shit. They have so many talents that I couldn't tell you. I've heard that they can do just about anything to their bodies, with their bodies, and to everybody else's bodies.
Well, from what I can see with Mimi, I think we're gonna have to hurry it up, aren't we, sweetheart? We're gonna have to hurry it up. My bouncer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't be opening your head up and feeding like that.
Right. Well, see what you can get out of the. See what you can get out of the gantry here, see what they come up with. But I'm pretty sure we've got to catch us one.
Yep.
And I
These
can't
guys are
let,
useless.
I certainly can't let my niece stay like that.
Yeah.
All right. Now, next thing I need to know from you. When you touched that coffin, what did you see?
Okay, right. I saw a guy with the sheriff's hat. And he had he looked like a sheriff, like quintessential sheriff. He was
Did he have
standing
a
up,
badge on top of his hat? Because I've met him.
probably. I think it was mentioned that he did.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Also, there was a woman that came out the box.
Yeah.
She was kind of dusty, so it was hard to tell. What did she look like again?
Yeah, she was covered in shit. She was naked. She was skinny. She had scraggly blonde hair.
That's the normal thing,
okay.
isn't it, Russell?
You know, but at a glance, you would have just gone, "Oh, crack whore." You know, just not. But you couldn't really tell much about her. She could have just been the state that she was in, having been through whatever she'd been through to get into that situation in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I took note of the car.
Yep, it was a pickup truck.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a pink pickup truck, wasn't it?
I rolled pretty high on it too.
And it was
so
yellow.
Yeah, yellow. I would have gotten like the license plate surely with the roll I had rolled.
So what is Loden's sheriff doing unbearing people?
You should ask him that. I've got a Smithy to capture. I gotta figure out where the fuck to find one. Sorry.
I
block your ears.
Block your ears.
Yeah, when I say the word fuck.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I have another thing to do today. So I will shut down here, I think. I would like to give you another 10 minutes though, so I'm going to throw that on the next session.
Okay, that sounds good.
That's cool.
Yep, we'll probably forget, but that's cool.
Excellent. No worries. Okay, guys, thank you. You have a good day.
Yeah, goodbye.
Cool. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
See you.